Hey everyone, we are working on practice sheet number 33, and we are starting with number 1. It says Landon uses a semicircle, rectangle, and a right triangle to form the figure shown. What is the area of the composite shape? So I wanted to talk about this because it's giving us 3 shapes, but what I would do is I would do the semicircle. And I can tell this length all the way across. The diameter is 4. I would label that. And then I would do, actually, instead of doing a rectangle and a triangle, I would do a trapezoid. That's more of like one step, okay? So, trapezoid. And then your B1 and B2 are your bases. This is like B1 and B2. It doesn't matter, or vice versa. That's 6, that's 10, this is 4, this is supposed to be a right angle because that's the height. Okay, so you're going to use your formulas for these. Don't forget you have a semicircle, which means you need to take half. Okay. Number 2 says, a study of a population of 1,500 frogs revealed that 12 out of every 180 in the population have spots on their back. Normally when I see a ratio, I hope you're doing this in pencil, I would do 12 over 180. That's what I would do. In the population have spots on their back. Based on the results of this study, how many frogs in the population do not have spots? Now, if you want to do it this way, then you would put spots and TWO, total whole original. This is our total, okay? And then the other total is 1,500. So this is just saying they took a sample, okay? If you do it this way, then you need to subtract at the end to figure out how many are not spots, do not have spots. When you cross multiply this, you won't be getting spots. Or you could say, well, there's 180. 12 have spots, so the rest do not have spots, okay? So I would say, oh, well, that would become a 10, so that would become a 7, and then I can go from there, okay? And then I would put X. If I do this, then this is no spots, and that's what I want, and I would cross multiply, okay? So this word, when we have population versus sample, I have a ratio. Almost always that's a proportion. That is a proportion. Okay. Number 3. At a school lunch picnic, there were 16 turkey, 10 ham, and 4 veggie sandwiches, each in lunch bags. If a student randomly chooses a bag, what is the probability that the student will not get turkey? Write the answer as a %. Okay, so probability. They're choosing a bag. Okay, so remember, when we do a probability, normally we start with a fraction. So I do my total whole original on bottom. Here you will find my total. Okay, then you want not turkey. So add all of them that are not turkey and put it on top. And since it says % equals X over 100. I know you know that. I don't know how many times we've done %. That is your job. Okay? Okay, we're going to walk through number 5 together because this one we haven't spent as much time on, so we're definitely going to do this one. Number 5 says, a teacher is buying pencils for her classroom. There are 14 red pencils, 20 green pencils, 10 pink pencils, and 6 blue pencils. 2 students make an A on the quiz, so their teacher allows them each to select 1 pencil to keep. What is the probability that the first pencil will be green and the second pencil will be red? Okay, so what is the probability of how many things? 2 things. Okay, hopefully this looks familiar. I need 2 things. What do I want first? Green. What do I want second? Red. Okay, 2 things. Okay, so we do E1 E2, multiply. Okay, so we reach in the bag, and how many are there to start with? 14 plus 20 plus 10 plus 6. 14 plus 20 plus 10 plus 6. You're going to get that total and put it on bottom. Okay? I want a green. So how many are green? There are 20. Okay? By the way, you should be able to simplify that fraction. Okay? So, I don't know if you remember when we used to do this. 14 red, 20 green, 10 pink, 6 blue. Hopefully that looks familiar. Okay, so we reach in, we take out a green. That means there are 19 left. So now you need a new total. And then you want however many are red. Well, it tells us how many are red. That goes on top. This fraction will not simplify. Okay? Then you need to multiply. Okay? Multiply these two. Please make sure this is simplified. This will simplify down to 1 digit and 1 digit. Okay? Number 6. Y'all can do number 6 by yourself. I will let you know. It does not look like we're flipping the sign here. Number 8. Kaylee spins a spinner 35 times. And it lands on the color purple 14 times. If she spins the spinner 200 times, how many would you predict she will land on the color purple? How many times will it land on the color purple? Predict proportion. You are going to do this, but I will let you know. We want purple, color purple, out of that total. Then we're going to predict for 200 times. Okay? Number 9 is circumference. You are going to use the formula chart. Number 10, the budget below shows the money amounts a family spends on their budget each week. This family has to pay their own income taxes. What percent of the total money is spent on transportation? Okay? So, you have got to get the total whole original. So remember, this is over of equals percent over 100. So in order to solve this, I have to know that total. So that means I have got to add 860 plus 940 plus 325 plus 840 plus 300 plus 520. That is going to give me the total, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Whatever you get when you add, that is your of. How much is spent on transportation? 300. Okay? So then you are going to put an X here and you will cross multiply.